All right, places, everybody.
All right, quiet on the set.
All right,
Acme, take one.
action. Hey guys, so this is Josh coming at you from Acme. I'm here with my crew,
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
and we're looking forward to showing you some awesome comics this week. Before we forget, and really maybe the biggest highlight of the week, it's Batman Day on Saturday, so we got a whole mitt full of these Batman comics. We got bunches more in the back. We got enough for a free Batman comic for over 500 kids. So please come enjoy Batman Day with us this Saturday. We'll be open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
And the front cover is a mask, and then there's the actual cover inside.
It's really cool in case you didn't get the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs when it came out originally.
Yeah. And then also too, these Spider-Man comics are pretty darn cool. So we got those out too. So
By J.J. Abrams, the creator of your favorite Star Wars movie.
yeah. And so we're looking forward to showing you all the comics this week. Comics are going from the front of the store down to the back of the store. And this week we've got over 200 different comics that came in the store this week. That's just comics. It doesn't include trade paperbacks or magazines.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of books that I'm just really excited for. I mean, you've got returning favorites like Steven Universe for me, Supergirl, but then you've got new books like the new #1 G.I. Joe, which it's really cool. It's got a first appearance of a new character, and I've only read a preview so far, but I'm really digging it.
Yeah. The comic book gods have blessed us, and this week is a good week indeed.
Oh, and something else I want to say. If you're not reading it, the Jimmy Olsen book, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, is probably one of the funniest comics that's being put out right now.
Oh yeah. I've heard good things about that one. Also too, I think I've heard this Black Hammer comic this week is rather significant. Weren't you saying so, Larry?
Yeah, it's actually the final issue in a 12-part series. We're expecting someone to maybe not make it out of this one if you listen to the solicits.
Oh wow, big deal. Well, you can expect to get it here at Acme this week, along with a whole bunch of other comics.
Oh, hey, and it's a death that might actually matter because it's an independent book.
Right on. Hey, Black Panther's back this week with the Agents of Wakanda, issue #1. So that's coming out this week. We're looking forward to good things out of that.
By Jim Zub, who's done books like Champions, Wayward, just a lot of really good titles, and this is something I'm also really excited to see.
Oh yeah. The Transformers comic has been pretty good, and issue 12 was out this week, so glad to see that one. And of course, the Absolute Carnage series that we have, issue #3 is out, and that's a big deal.
And a book I've been really enjoying is Marvel Action Captain Marvel. It's just a fun story. It's only 3 issues. It's only going to be 3 issues, so it's accessible, and it's Carol Danvers, just one of my favorite heroes.
I'm personally looking forward to some Inferior 5, which is actually a 2-parter. You're going to get 2 stories. The back half, told by Jeff Lemire, is a spy novel, kind of tying into Suicide Squad. The front half being a coming-of-age story for 5 children who know something's weird.
Giffen, that's Keith Giffen?
It is.
Oh, just one of the best.
Oh yeah. Second Coming is also out with the issue #2 this week. If y'all haven't given this a shot, this is a pretty interesting comic.
Now, if it's issue 2 of Second Coming, does that make it the Third Coming?
You might be onto something there, Tyler. Yeah.
How about this beautiful Immortal variant for an Iron Man?
Oh my goodness, I've loved all the Immortal variants that I've seen so far. It's just like such gorgeous wraparound covers.
Yeah, they've been awesome. Really cool stuff. And then so this Spider-Man comic, written by J.J. Abrams and his I guess his brother there. People are expecting good things.
It's actually his son who's co-writing it.
Yeah.
Which it's interesting because from what I understand, it's supposed to be a story about Spider-Man and his boy, and it's sort of art imitating life. It's probably in more ways than one about their experiences, Abrams and his son.
Yeah. Well, you figure if they trust Abrams to a huge franchise like Star Wars, then you can trust them to Star Wars. I mean, what could have went wrong with Star Wars,
Oh my goodness, and another book I'm really digging is, can we go back a little bit, Death's Head. It's Teeny Howard. It's got Kate Bishop. You've got Hulkling and Wiccan, and of course Death's Head, the titular character. It's fun. It's funny. It's great. It's really well paced. A really enjoyable book. Only on issue 3 so far. So I mean, guys, it's not too late to catch up.
Yeah. You know, the House of X and the Powers of X, and big sellers. Of course, if you call it that, though, you don't really understand. It's really supposed to be House of 10 and Powers of 10. So not an X here, 10.
I'll be honest, no matter how many times people tell me that, I will still refer to them by X.
Well, that's why we still have them under X for the X-Men. But, you know, head scratcher here. I wonder what folks think. But if they're now not called the House of X and Powers of X, are we supposed to call them House of 10, Powers 10? We're supposed to call them Charles 10?
And the 10 Men.
Or is it Professor 10?
Well, you know, it's always been written out. I mean, how do we know they haven't always been the 10 Men? I mean, how do we know we haven't been pronouncing? Is it Magneto or Magneto? I mean, who knows?
All the answers will be revealed, I think, in this series.
Sadly, Stanley has passed away, so there's no way for us to know for sure.
Yeah. No shortage of mystery here at Acme this week. Hey, a couple of cool Star Wars comics coming out this week. A lot of demand for these two, I think I see here.
Yeah, Dr. Aphra is just fantastic. I mean, she's become my favorite Star Wars character, and I mean, that Rancor Luke variant, can we just oogle at that for a second?
Yeah, also the Star Wars Age of Resistance comics for Rey and Rose Tico.
Honestly, I really like those characters in the movie. I think these are going to be fun comics.
And quite the nod to Carrie Fisher in the background.
Yeah.
Space Mom.
So, Star Wars to Napoleon Dynamite, you can get it all here at Acme this week.
Again, is it Dynamite? We don't know. It's written down.
All right, well, hey, thanks for joining us here at Acme. We hope to see you at the shop this week.